Hello guys, so my problem was 0 and 92 hundredths minus 0 and 18 hundredths, and my student got 0 and 86 hundredths. So I'm going to look at this problem as it's money. So we have 92 cents, and then we go to the gas station and we get a piece of candy, and it was 18 cents. So how many cents would we have left over? So I'm going to be using this hundredths grid, and here we go. So we have 92 hundredths. So we have 9 of these tens. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, and 9/10. And then we have 200ths left. So we have two of these little tiny squares. So now we go to the store, we found a piece of candy we like, and it was only 18 cents. So obviously the store is super cheap, which is super cool. Um, so we have to take away 18 cents. So we have to take away one whole tenth, okay? And then we have to take away 8 hundredths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let me make this line a little better so we can see what we have left over. Okay, so now we have to count how much we have left over. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10. So we have 0 and 7/10. And then we have to count the hundredths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 hundredths. So we left over. We have 74 cents left, or 0 and 74 hundredths. So I think my student understood that this is a subtraction problem, but I think they were trying to do the 8 minus 2 because they didn't want to carry over, um, and they were confused on how to go about subtracting, I think, as I think that's what they did, and then they did 9 minus 1 is 8. So I think what would have helped the student is to do it, um, to write it out horizontally, like 0 and 92 hundredths minus 0 and 18 hundredths. So then maybe they would see, okay, I'm subtracting 92 minus 18 versus looking at it 2 minus 8 and 9 minus 1. So then you don't have to do carrying over or anything like that. You could just focus on minusing 92 minus 18, and then they could use a manipulative or figure it out whatever way works best for them. So, yep. Thank you guys. Have a good one.